Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, let's do what? Let's have you know where to go follow me at. King Earner official page. King Earner official page on TikTok. I'm carrying it with the purest of honor. Tonight I wanted to do something very unique. Very unique. And I had to make sure that this uniqueness stood in honor with the purest understanding that we are not biased at the Circle of Honor. And welcome to the Circle of Honor podcast. Triangle of trust. It's a difference than triangle of trust and triangle of trust. But we'll explain that to you when I got the honorable co-host Lee Moss right next to me. But let me go ahead and speak on some things right now where individuals are going to be surprised. A lot of people are going to say, yo, Earner, I ain't expect for you to go ahead and go in like that, but you're speaking pure honor. A lot of people attribute themselves to real. And when you hear individuals attribute themselves to real, you usually say, oh, everything that they real, that they are saying out of their mouths, that we consider, it sound good, that was real. But I can prove to you that there are so many real, solid, quote unquote, honorable men in this world that don't really have honor. And I'm not going to say they're a rat, because you can't say a solid or honorable man is a rat. But the way they swivel, that you don't know what they may turn into, the way they dishonor each other. And that's the real brizz of us, the real nizziggers. You know what I'm saying? The real ones that everybody say, oh, he's solid. Why is it that if you see a real brother come home from the penitentiary and you don't got the bag, hold on, you don't have the bag, but you know you have enough funds to be able to help your real brother, but somehow, some way you manage to skip him, or you have him riding around, you're telling him how honorable things is and things is in play, and you don't got nothing lined up for him to do. Not even negative. Let's not even forget that part. We're speaking about the quote unquote guys that's in the street. You don't have nothing put together negative or positive, because I know how I carried it. You know, if I was in the streets and my homie come home and he tell me that he want to go positive, you know, I have something put up for him, man. A little clothes so he can get right back in play, man. And he can carry it. It's like when you're dealing with a real on real, somehow one of the real has a thing where they don't want their brother to grow. They don't want their friend. They don't want their so quote unquote comrade to get further. So they won't give them a coin and say, our friendship is deeper than that. But at the end of the day, sometimes something that a person can grab a hold of that they call a lifesaver can be useful to swim and to be able to get your honorable stroke in play again. But somehow that real brother try to figure out how to mimic or do or go in the same direction of the ideas of the street caliber or street mentality, that person that they knew was super solid, and let them see them successfully carry it in the purest of honor. And don't even say, hey man, damn, I've really done this for you, hit with a phone or whatever, or I put this together, a couple of hours, man, an extra. Go ahead, just cut here, go shop, or whatever the case may be. It's always something behind that solid man back that make you think, damn, are they really friends? Are they really amongst one another? You will find out that majority of the quote unquote real guys, they have a thing against their friend going further in life. How can that be solid? And how is that different than a rat? Because a rat stops you from going forward, correct? But a snake can trap you around your legs and tangle you up, and you can fall. And it can make them so tight that when you try to get up and walk, you can't walk no more. Because they figured out a way to cut you out, and you know you are Timothy. But at the end of the day, you sit back with your feet up and you watch your friends, your brothers, your quote unquote homies eat in your face, and you never say a word in edgewise. I'm pretty sure there's a solid man that can speak up for me in this here and say to me, King Erna, you're speaking pure honor, and at the end of the day, I never could understand it, bro. Or I never could understand it, OG, when I always tried my best to lay down my back and be a bridge for my brothers to cross. You will find out that the so-called real solid man, the man of honor, will be the one who eats on a plate last. And you would try to figure out, and someone will say out loud, oh, he just ain't the caliber that has the biggest coin, but he has the biggest brain. And yet you only can pick them up when you need them or you're using them for something. See, we have a thing where we sometimes attack others outside of that circle of honor. And when we do that, we make ourselves look worse, because right around you, you have a solid man that do not want you to eat. That solid man will laugh and watch you starve. See, in Philadelphia, right, you have to carry it with pure honor. You have to understand your friendships and your brothers. I have two brothers, that have shown me they were brothers in action. Everybody knows who one of them brothers is. The second one, he comes from the state of Baltimore, Maryland, where you really find unsolidness. I'm just going to keep it a stat. I know I was amongst them in affairs. And I can honestly say, when my homies were saying I was tripping and I was carrying it like I was doing life, they were the individuals saying, honor, I salute, you're standing on principle. While some others, they're just comfortable. See, I'm an individual that, if you are a brother to me, you can have the shirt off of my back at any given time. And I only deal with individuals amongst that, because once you let a brother in, what ends up happening is it becomes an Abel, Cain type situation, where Abel was doing as much as possible to carry it with the purest of honor, and somehow, some way, Cain wants to stop his run. And some will say, well, King Garner, isn't it that they are destined to be like that? That's true, 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 true. So we have our snakes in the world. But are they permissible for us honorable men to be amongst if they don't care about you, your well-being, and your family, as well as you as a brother should feel about theirs? See, you will get individuals who feel like it's their turn before it's your turn. And you have to understand, when you're dealing with individuals like that, it's only a brick wall you're going to run into. Because if it can't be our turn, there shouldn't be a turn at all then. When turning, whether it's the doorknob, or rather it's a key to something successful, or rather getting an understanding of some wisdom and knowledge, you should be able to share it with your brother. But somehow, some way, somebody wants a little bit more than what's on their plate. And that doesn't have to mean money all the time. It can mean greed in all different aspects. When there's somebody that's amongst the table that is satisfied with what's sitting in front of them. And that could be their position. Someone to humble up underneath of one of the brothers and get close and say, I'm closer than this one and that one. When his mindset should have another mind of who is the closest, it's about the honor that you guys restore, the time that you enjoy amongst one another, giving each other ample opportunity to benefit something good from one another. Not just because I'm whacked all the way up and I got it in. I'm heavy and you're just a friend. Because it seems as if those type of friends, when them people come about that illegal activity, their honor is for sale. It seems as the richer friend, the one who has it the most, or the one who has the biggest strength that can call the bigger cause, or who ran the prettiest girl, who had the longer Remy. He seems as if he can't hold on to the fact that what he had in front of him, that was basically built off of materialistically things, it's going to disappear. Poof, boom, it's gone. While the solid man has a care about his family and his children, but he understood before he stepped on the field that if it came down to getting touchdowns, there was going to be some first downs denied, and he's going to have to sit for a little bit on the sideline. And his family weeps and cries. The women, oh, they get it the hardest because their man was solid and wasn't a rat, you see. So the other solid friend, the check gets a little cheaper because that other friend is in a can. And it's like, we're doing bad out here, but that was your chum, that was your friend before you hit that can. So no matter how hard it gets, that coin, that love, that honor should either get better or stay the same, because guess what? That loved one, that friend, that brother is canned in. See, you would get individuals who will make every excuse, but if I didn't run with you every day, I don't owe you anything. And if we didn't go under no rules and laws of honor, the street owe you. I don't owe you, because I never committed to ever doing anything outside of assalamu alaikum or a laugh or pop and keep on going. When it comes down to your brother, sisters, this is going for you guys too, you must make sure that they have an understanding in their heart when you go to bed at night. You got somebody that you can depend on. See, the so-called real guy, he's going to hide his hands and tell you things has been tough, but he's been spinning around with that rat 24/7, cutting corners to pay a bill or two. He becomes weak in the home because his woman gets understanding that he's sneaking to pay the bill. And he's telling this solid homie, nah, man, just, he always speaking. I ain't got no holler for him. Nice car you got, nice watch, nice brand new shoes. Yeah, you know, I've been doing my little 1, 2, yeah, with the rat. You put me in a bad position because your so-called solidness think you that thorough that this rat isn't gonna lock you up, cuff and stuff you, and throw away the key. You're that bamboozled because you thought sis, she was really after the bag, but she really after the salads. And guess what? She's smelling it, and she ain't smelling you. And she's looking forward to getting with a solid man the minute you get cuffed. That's why you're worried in the cell. Oh, I'm telling on everything. That's what's going on in your mind. You're not even thinking about being a man. And so you had that thought, but you never told, but you's the quote unquote real solid guy. But you had the thought before. Many of us been in the federal penitentiary and many of us haven't. Many of us been, in front of detectives and been questioning. Some of us haven't. I have an understanding in my heart and my mind and my soul that I'm not buckling even if I had nothing to do with the crime. Because at the end of the day, I have rights. And as a black man, I want to reserve them. But I might get on the phone and call that solid friend, and that solid friend may tell me what you could do is get down, but make up some names. Whoa. Solid man, that's not what we do. We don't even want to begin a joke to make it on record that our honor is not intact. We're not coming up with a plan or doing anything that has to do with that. Because what that does proves that you're not being accountable to whatever that the government or the state decides your next destiny gonna be. Because at the end of the day, it's something you can't control unless you're offering due and doing the right thing. But a solid man, you ain't gonna tell your man to continue to doing the right thing. Although you out here earning, he come home and you know he can be better than you in 10 years. You know he can have more than you in 10 years, but yet you're going to tell him not to get his credit together, not to get that little punk job that he needs so he can get that bread and build his business and invest it in that nonsense that you know barely sell. Come on. From what I hear about the streets, the deep ends of it, is only money being recycled. So why a solid man that is going in the right direction, the ones that's cleaning up, why aren't we carrying it with honor? Why aren't we pulling our friends to the side and telling them, come on, invest? Why aren't our friends happy with investing? You know why? So many friendly, solid brothers don't honor the coin. They don't honor each other's business. Business is business. It's never personal. So you honor your brother business just like you honor yours, but 100 times harder. You know this person got the bag, and you know it's your brother and y'all close. He don't know you yet. But you have something that you need to do, and you want to show him or her your honor. So you take the business further than what him or her could have had done it with $0. Whatever part you got to play, whatever way you got to participate to keep that strong, you do that. And if that person doesn't honor that, you still stand on strength. You stand on principle. But your worth by that friend should be recognized. 40 men showed him a way. Look what he's become. He's a product of my honor. And I want to share the honor with him by giving him an understanding that I have the mindset where we can go further. And then you and your friend, y'all come together on understanding and y'all eat together with happiness, not confusion. So your friend shouldn't just call you when a rat say something under your post and you reply or like it and you didn't know it was a rat. You know, you the guys that call you, hey man, you know that boy told, right? Well, goddamn it, you wait until it's Instagram post and a comment to tell me when you just saw me speak to the kitten in a week or two prior. Where's the honor in that? But your friend is a friend, but your friend really don't care about a rat. And you're a solid man. And because your principles are straight up and down, your friend have a problem with that. He's always tripping. Well, I'm going to tell you, you should get a friend like my brother, Leek Moss. Because no matter what, whether I was tripping or not, if it came to dishonor, carried it where he agreed with a rat. You have to understand your love, your strength comes together. So I'll never get a blackface call from B. Moore singing, you tripping on the rat thing. When we always talk about how stop recycling crime isn't aggressive as they make it, but they only make it aggressive because it's King Gurner giving it, because of the history, because of the past, because of the negative things, because of who King Gurner used to be. And we can get an understanding, but you have to stand sturdiness on it, and your friend and your brother is going to continue to push you no matter what. Your friend and your brother are going to understand who's in control in certain situations, and he has no problem with you being in control. In situations, you have way more knowledge than he does, even if he can give you honorable advice coming from the less knowledgeable understanding of it. We aren't strong at all, and that's why it's so many murders. That's why it's so many killings, because the real don't honor the real. We try to keep it honorable, but somehow the dishonor seeks in, and individuals will always be amongst those of honor and not carry the sturdiness. That's why I like people who don't try to do much. See, King Gurner not shooting for a position in life amongst individuals, period. I don't care who I go around. My honor is always intact. If I'm around you, that means, of course, I'm in equality to you and understanding my position. And my position has to be alongside with you or right there with you. If not, that means I'm not being a leader also. Each of my brothers, I'm allowed to be me. And I love the position. Go and be more. I'm quiet, I'm respectful, and I'm very mannerable. Because honor is the action to loyalty. I'm not looking to be a chief amongst the Indians. I'm just looking to be what one would call an honorable brother. I don't want to be down with none of you mutts that talk about business. Oh, let's do this. Oh, King Gurner, you better. You know how many people say to me, King Gurner, you know where you could be. And you know what I tell them? I'm like John Gotti before he actually became boss. Go ahead, you kittens, you. You go ahead with all your programs of how you meet up to get on an Instagram post and you high-five each other, the cameras get off, and you ain't squad no more. And one person get the bag, and it's like everybody's trying to figure out if they're going to get a piece of the pie. King Gurner could never, ever carry it like that. That's why I keep the understanding of who is my brother and who is not. Anybody that came around me that was of honor and had original, authentic behavior, I always make sure I lend my hand based off of honor. But how many brothers you find that'll take time out to know your drug of choice is medical marijuana, finds out that the medical marijuana do you well, and find out one price and triple up on you on another price, knowing that price is triple the price for some medication that can help you. And everybody will say, King Gurner, weed ain't medication. The hell if it is. It kept a lot of our people very calm and out of trouble. I ain't never heard about marijuana doing anybody incorrect. But yet, somehow in the hood, you got dudes that'll sell you at 8th Street for a 7th Street, a 28th Street for a 56th Street. You'll find out the number and be looking at the marijuana chart and say, this person is of pure dishonor. For all this time, this individual has been charging me for my medication that keeps me calm knowing I'm in the same community and I'm going through the same things as him or her. It could be a clothing set. It could be a hoodie, something that you buy, and you could be, oh my goodness gracious, and the person will be looking at you crazy like, why do you care? Because you paid $20 for it. You put your name on it and you put $240 on it knowing I got children and I want to support you, but I just can't. All of it under the different understanding. Why are you trying to get out on the same people that's right next to you? You're licking the same lollipop and you're calling it the same taffy under the same understanding. It's not. Everybody looking to lick off on their friends and their brothers. How many people even care about licking off on a rat? Oh, y'all make all the cars in the world. Hey, man, that's my man. Get the boy out of the bag, man. What you talking about? You want to join tripping, man? The boy can put the bag on his head and all that. Where that understanding come from? Where understanding come from? A solid man getting a bag from a Rizak put on his tills up. You guys got to be getting me. Y'all not under the same honor that King Garner is under. Y'all not under the standing of the people that came from our communities in a negative form and the ones that became positive from that negative form. We not honoring a rat, but we're going to honor the snake. Cut it off. Stop it. You know why? You can't be a friend or a brother honoring anything that is of dishonor. You know what your brother love. You know what your brother hate. You know what your brother need to be around. You know what your brother is amongst. You know your brother goods. You know your brother bads. You have ample opportunity to help that person. You don't got to sell them a perk, homeboy. I heard something little baby done that was fly. He paid one of his homies to stop getting high. That rhyme too, I might start rapping with now. But nah, really. Not y'all. Man, he gonna get a check when he get that bread. He could buy as many purses he want. Whatever thing. Keep me in flow. You know he going down. You know this nigga going down. You know he going down. Bad. But you still, when he cut the corner, what's up? Assalamu alaikum. Behind his back. Fall off. You gonna let him fall, huh? Call yourself honorable. But you know that girl gagging off at every wee in the world. And you straggles behind her. Baby, you want this? Oh, I don't care. We're on a plane. We're going to Europe. Your brother never been no goddamn where. I ain't telling you love your brother more than you love your wife. But there should be some understanding and positions there. Wife should understand. Ain't nobody getting in my position. And brother should understand that too, because it's your brother, not your lover. Not that, not your lover. It's your brother. Hold his hand till you can't hold it no more. Let it go till you can't deal with the nonsense. Worry about what's going on amongst you, but you worried about everybody else. Pulling up, you dropping, helping everybody else. When your man doing bad, but you rather see him do bad. That's what it is. That's what's going on. Some of you guys, you're sneaking this. I can see it from a mile away because I'm older. I'm older. I only love certain individuals because certain individuals have showed me love. My brothers are my brothers. My enemies are my enemies, and I always have an understanding of this. My brothers are always my brothers, and their brothers are my brothers too. You know why? We're coming under the same regime, the same honor. There's no difference in the class, the way we talk, the way we speak, how we are respectful, how manners are always in place. There's a saying in Christianity, you know, I ain't on no Christian vibe. I don't disrespect no religion. But I'm going to say this. A brother will lay down his life And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said that Umar radiallahu anhu didn't have true love till he loved him more than he loved himself. And that was the Prophet. But you understood the Brotherhood. You know, they all were somehow kind of like destined to be related. Yeah, through marriage. Abu Bakr, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through Aisha. Umar radiallahu anhu with who? Hafsa radiallahu anha. Fatima with Ali. Fatima with Ali. Let's get understanding here. Fatima with Ali. Ruqayya with Uthman. They were all brothers, and you never heard about them harm one another or try to do something that was backbitish after they became a brotherhood. Same thing with Christianity, with Peter, Paul, and all of them. Once they became a brotherhood, there was no dishonor amongst one another. Love your brother. Real, we got to get it together. Honorable. We stand sturdy, but guess what? The snakes will slither. They will get in. Their goal is to make sure materialistic things begin to be their number one world while you're just trying to feed your family. King on a live and direct.